Ladies and gentlemen, so there is something making wave in the camp of the NDC. So apparently they PC'd for Asin Central for the upcoming election in the name of Mr. Noreen Shaibu Migyimah, popularly known as Migyimah by his constituents and people who know him. Apparently he's had some carnal relationship with the Central Regional Secretary's wife. Based on that, the NDC has taken a decision to suspend Migyimah for 6 months. Bear in mind that we have 6 months to the general election. So NDC is taking this stance, basing it on morality. A bit more than that though, which we are going to go into very soon. But looking at the synopsis of it, this is it, that the NDC is not tolerating such people, because if you are going to be a leader of a group, just as the Bible says, if you want to take such position, it must be someone above reproach. And so the NDC is saying, if you are going to be in forefront leading this magnitude of people, morality is a core value of it. But then again, let's ask ourselves that, is this not supposed to be a personal life, a private life? Because just recently in the United States, Trump was taken to court based on similar issue. He's been convicted, and for I think about 24 counts, and he's been convicted and guilty of it all. But Trump, as I speak to you now, is standing to be voted on the ticket of the Republicans. So let's consider, or let's marry the two, because if we mostly precedences are taken from around the globe. So if we are to use this as a precedent, then we can say based on that, this guy should be spared. But at the moment, the case is with the NDC, the head office, the NEC, National Executive Council. A decision is being awaited from them, because Migyimah has actually contested the decision of him being withdrawn. Mind you, in the 2020 election, Migyimah polled almost 43% against Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan at that central region, as in central, no one has ever gotten that close in general election contesting him. So this guy is a formidable candidate for the NDC. But for NDC to waive all these, to be able to suspend this guy, in a way, we give them thumbs up. But then I think they should really look at it. So let's go into it. We're going to listen to Migyimah himself. We're going to listen to the communication director for the NDC for the Central Region, Gabriela Tete. And then we're going to listen to Michael Jerry, who is also the regional director for the NDC in the Central Region. Stay tuned. This is GH First Media, where we say it just as it is.
The embattled parliamentary candidate of the NDC himself, Noreen Shaibu, is meanwhile fighting off these claims of immoral and anti-party conduct, which has resulted in a suspension from the party for 6 months. Meanwhile, the candidate is urging his followers to remain calm, assuring them that he will be vindicated. He spoke with my colleague, Blessed Soga.
I've not officially received any letter, but I'm also putting measures in place by, going through the party structures in order to get a fair hearing in regards to whatever is going on. So this is kind of like a nightmare. But as I said, this is a political party, and then we are being governed, by our party constitution. I'm going by the party structures.
Well, there are reports that all of this is happening because of the level of discord within the Central Regional wing of the NDC. The claim is that you seem to have some challenges with the regional leadership there, specifically the chairperson of the party.
I would say the regional chairman is from my constituency. He's from my constituency, and then I have a very good relationship with him. Because looking at when he was even going for his elections, I was the one who sponsored him to win that election. I did my best. I supported him financially. I gave him all the morale, everything. And he testified that, if not with my intervention, he would have lost that election. He would have lost that election because I supported him huge sums of money to make sure he wins, and he won. So I think I don't have any personal problem with anybody. I'm young, and I'll fight my way through and make sure the right thing is done.
Well, and speaking about the elections, in the last race with Kennedy Ejapon, you garnered some significant votes, representing some 42% plus of the outcome. Are you not worried that the latest happening might jeopardize your fortunes within the area?
Well, I think I've spoken with my constituent, at least people who have near heart, and then I've told them everybody should calm down. There's a political party. We are being governed by the party structures. And so I don't want anybody to do anything, stupid, which will at least put the party at the start. We have an election to win. Which we all know the incoming president, John Dramani Mahama, automatically will be a president. And I believe, and I know, whatever allegation, whatever anything they've said, or whatever it is, after I go through the right party structures, I'll be vindicated. God being so good, God willing, inshallah, on December 7th, I'm going to win the election.
Are you sure unity will be guaranteed after this whole, challenge that's going on?
Well, I'm a unifier, and everybody knows me. I'm a unifier. When I came 2020, I had the same problem. By the end of the day, I brought a party together. So I'm a unifier, and I'll make sure I do the right thing, get my people united. After I fight this battle, I know after this battle, everything will be saved. And come what may you, December 7th, Noreen Migyimah with David Ba will be the next member of parliament for Asin Central.
So that was the PC for the parliamentary candidate for Asin Central for the NDC, Mr. Noreen Shaibu Migyimah, stating his side of it. He said he's calming nerves because some of his supporters are agitated and are hitting the street to demonstrate against the decision by the party. But he's calming nerves and says that he wants to do the right thing. Come what may, he knows that he will be vindicated. I support him. I pray he goes through successfully, and then we see how things unfold. Now we're going to listen to the communication director for the NDC in the Central Region, Gabriela Tete.
Thankfully, I've been joined by the Regional Communications Director of the NDC, Gabriela Tete. I'm grateful for your time. In your statement, you mentioned that he's being withdrawn because of anti-party conduct and also immoral activities or immoral acts. What exactly are you talking about?
Let me start with that, and good afternoon to you as well. Thank you for having me on this platform. Well, let me first say that this is a very difficult time for us as a party in the Central Region, because the candidate we're talking about is somebody who in the 2020 elections performed very, very well. And without a doubt, we believe that when given the opportunity, he could perform better in the 2024 elections. But it just happens that over the last few days or weeks, if I may say so, the news coming out of Asin Central has been a bit disheartening for us, in that our parliamentary candidate, according to the report, and also from inviting him personally to the regional executive to brief us on what exactly is going on, according to both statements, it's obvious that there are some personal decisions that he's taken in the past that unfortunately has brought us to this very difficult situation. In 2020, the news came to us that he and the secretary's wife had been involved in some personal issues, and that it's something that they've maintained for a while. But our investigations also point to the fact that, in fact, the relationship started way back 2013, before the lady married the secretary. And so from 2013 to about 2017, the two of them were dating. And then Shaku left for the U.S. The lady stayed in Asin and later married the Constituency secretary. So when Migyimah returned to contest for the parliamentary seat, somehow the relationship was rekindled, and that has led to all manner of issues now. But that really is, that really is their personal decisions and their personal choices, and has nothing to do with party. But the problem we have to encounter is that there are some videos circulating of our parliamentary candidates, very intimate videos, which unfortunately is giving us bad publicity in Ascent Central. And so as a party, we had to weigh the risk of letting him continue with the process and go for the election, or having to withdraw him now. Because the story that has been created now is that our parliamentary candidate has had an affair with the Constituency secretary. But as I've pointed out, the relationship started even before she married the Constituency secretary. And the party has now been dragged into some individual personal affairs and has become a very murky territory for us. This is really tough for us, absolutely. If I'm being very honest with you, as I said, his performance.
Your supporters are accusing you of a deliberate attempt to tarnish the parliamentary candidate's image. And they explained that you sat there, looked on whilst he was picking nominations and went through all the processes. Why now? Why are you now withdrawing him? If all of this happened between 2013 all up till now, why did you even look on to allow him to go through the process till this?
We weren't even aware of a lot of these issues. And so the videos started circulating from our opposite camp that this is the story. Our parliamentary candidate has engaged in a morphous affair with the Constituency secretary's wife and impregnated the wife. So it was when we called them to interview them on the basis for all these allegations, and it turned out that apparently there was some element of truth in it, and so the party then decided that it's better we pull him aside, refer the case to the disciplinary committee to investigate and find out whether these issues raised against him really are with merit or whether they are false accusations.
So that was the communication director for the NDC in the Central Region, Gabriela Tete. Now let's go to listen to Michael Derry, who is the regional organizer for the NDC in the Central Region, what he's got to say on this. I personally, listening to Michael Derry, I personally feel like he's got something personally against this guy, Migyimah. Listen to the way he talks, because if you are a regional director, a regional organizer, you shouldn't take sides on such things, especially when the matter under consideration is still being contested and a final and a concrete decision is not yet made on the issue. So it is so wrong for a regional organizer for a party to be taking sides on such issues. And so I strongly believe that even if he's wrong, he's done anything wrong, as the organizer of the region, you should stand for everyone and you should wait for a decision to come from the National Executive Council. Then you can have your say on the issue. Let us listen to him, how he spoke with Nanaya Abrefo in an interview. Listen to Michael Derry, the regional organizer for the NDC in the Central Region.
Mayanshe Nayane Michael M. Derry, Central Regional Organizer and Chinkomo. Michael Adape Machi. Bokode.
Yes, I don't know if I want to hear pa.
Michael and Kate free Maswe.
The patron and if you are so.
Denesi.
And say Biana beto just say a parliamentary candidate here. Last Tuesday, you call fake here. I draw a candidate. Say on the Constituency secretary. Yere di agrobia. Only the agrobia and agrobapa. And see, paying for the asutu form. Your first secretary, your from more as a seminal match or Monte, any idea. And I come back and say, secretary, no, any answer to say, a branch and 80 something more grown. On also say, camera, I want the bedroom. It's anytime we are asking about cost, now we're connected.
Nabuta, there in Tobo Nankoma would yes or Tobo Nakasa. What I said? Parliamentary candidates was our career secretary or no parliament secretary Nifi.
The patron, parliamentary candidates, any day ever constituency.
Share.
And secretary, I say like, what fun to say, Nini, what fun to say, and you are bad, and may have more 1 room bit
Who to me down
about the or the IO party, Juma.
Yea.
And man, no about. No, I very good. Party, Juma, no, and Nimuno, and what is that? On any session. It's a branch in Sunya, I charge general not the if I say, Yanka, some many and to know, set a camera, and I'll set a camera, and the two them go. And anytime we are asking about Cosono. Now, while recording, I record who say this time of video recording, who are connecting my phone. And whatever action we are supposed to be another near them.
Secretary who said what you wouldn't get to pay Jane, Emma, to me show on the phone. So,
and to Bama no comforting, you know. Say anything before the video near the next or banner.
What recording how many times? There in Abutan. What recording is our video how many times? On
several occasions, the video evidence that we have. I could tell on several occasions, in about the Mawa and Yakono, meet me so and farm outside because
oh, send me and send John in Tinkayadin come evidence sake because the person can disprove who bet me they send them and my who say I'm pampa. I will never take it. What was one?
Our guy by Musana, or Banner's son, Yamana Bemano, a PC, a berented dying a man, a Casua. I'm an old Cassie, or Banner, I will bear 1 week in it.
Ah,
and you know,
maybe organizer, Uncle Ukraine. And to what I said, parliamentary candidate, one real secretary, Hanyamno.
One yamno. Hey, 1 hour. 1 week, I know Banner Warrior, El Casua.
Sure.
And you know, you acquire elections, and I wouldn't say political party be also no secretary forms here then play a major role.
Oh,
excellent. Since about to a pacotu secretary, a say the Musa branch here to me bonnet. A branch here to me bonnet. Open the secretary when we need elections now. That is one. Because we bring it back by 5 for crown or fact no one call person easy strong wants to see out of about why they worry. And a secretary to Lusonia Bonnie, a better secretary tonight, I have Bonnie to know you secretary tonight, you missing chain. Now, Yamao parliamentary candidate tonight, because one secretary duly elected, the first secretary, the partner, you know, all Yenny Juma. And I also pass tonight, AU. Now, mom, now I wait upon it. So, when I wait upon it, they are yet to be found there. Found elections and money a day.
That was the Central Regional Organizer for the NDC, Michael Deru. To be honest with you, I don't know what you have made out of his position on this issue in the interview. Let us know in the comment section. Look, this goes way to affirm that Kevin Taylor once said that the NDC party as it is does not tolerate hoodlums. I'm not saying Mr. Migyimah is a hoodlum, no, far from that, but Kevin was speaking to the fact that people like Anyi Doho, like the former Central Regional Chairman, their current situation, their current stance on the NDC, they've decided to leave the NDC. And Kevin was saying the NDC party as it is does not tolerate people of such. If your character does not edify you yourself, you cannot stay in the party. This has gone way to affirm that stance of Kevin Taylor, and in a way I sort of, it is good thing, but come on, man, they shouldn't use the guy as a scapegoat, because as I said, he is a formidable candidate for the NDC. But I don't know what you think. Let us know in the comment section. This is GH First Media. We say ages as it is. Thanks for being with us.